What is good? It is the Devine boys. It's the DSG. Wednesday, March the 12th. We're vibing. You got some college basketball in the back. It's March Madness. It's spring training. It's a week out till the Japan series between the Dodgers and the Cubbies. Spring's in full spring, bro. And we're here to talk some Padres baseball, some San Diego sports. Mike Devine, how we living? I know you're not feeling too hot. I don't know if it's a real sickness or if it's just because of the Gavin Sheets takes from Monday, but how you living?
I got a bit of the Vegas flu right now, but you know what, man? I battle through because that's what I do for the chat. That's what I do for the people. That's what I do for I do it for myself as well. So, yeah, man, I'll start it off. I was wrong about Sheets. I was wrong. It took me 36 hours to figure out that I was incorrect. So I'll hand up.
So just to clarify, you went on. If you didn't listen, I'm assuming a lot of people in the chat. Also, shout out the chat. Shout out the Discord. I think we have a link to the Discord right now. Not gonna lie, it's a Discord mod. There's a lot of memes about Discord mods. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job. There's a lot of these prize pick scammers that come in here and they're like, "Yo, chat, let's all try to win today," and then they like tag everybody. I'm like, dude, you cannot. No mas. We got a couple legends that are helping me out with the Discord mod, so appreciate everybody on the Discord. Y'all rock. The reason why Mies is apologizing is if you didn't listen to Monday's episode, this man said Gavin Sheets is Gavin Sheets is sheet pretty much. And Gavin Sheets yesterday comes in the game, absolute nuke. Then he rips a 108-mile-per-hour single. And then to tie against his former club, and we all know spring training matters. If you check out the DSG comment section on any post, spring training does matter. Even if people try to remind us it doesn't. Absolute nuke. Walk-off nuke. Gavin Sheets, 28 years old, has never had a really decent season in Major League Baseball. Everything Mike Devine said on Monday could be looked at as correct. That being said, what's fun about baseball and what's fun about spring training and what's fun about us doing this podcast and just talking sports, you got to be a little delusional sometimes. If you're not delusional as a sports fan, what are you doing? You don't win. This is what pisses me off with people in our comment sections. They're like, look at this delusional ass motherfucker. Bro, you don't win an award at the end of the season saying, well, I was correct about Gavin Sheets. Nah, motherfucker. No. Also, you're not coming to the DSG for, oh, well, you saw Nick Pivetta had the IVB on his fastball. That's not us. We're vibes guys. Hey, we're going to root for every single Padre. We're going to assume that they're going to be absolutely cracked. When they suck, we'll make a couple memes. That's life, though. Mike, Gavin Sheets, you think he makes the squad now?
I do.
Really?
I do. I think he does. I think him and Tirso snag it. I don't know if Lockridge makes it. Dude, I don't know, man. It's getting scary out there for some of them.
It's cracking down, bro. The roster crunch. Also, shout out everybody in the chat, man. Julian, everybody, Ariel, G Widdit, one of our favorite guys. Yeah, hey, like this stream up. It means a lot to us. It means a ton to the numbers. Hit us with a subscription on YouTube. It's free. People forget that. Just press a button. Helps us out a lot. And if we hit 2K, we might have to do a little giveaway.
Listen,
Mies,
I'll say, I'm just saying that I see Behind the Bar. I disagree with Behind the Bar's chat there about Connor Joe, but I do think that for Connor Joe and Jason Hayward, it's getting a bit sketchy. I don't think any roster spot is safe on the bench right now. I don't think that you can.
I agree.
You can say outside of Tyler Wade, which is hilarious. But outside of
Tyler Wade's kind of like me in high school, right? He's like, I made the team senior year. I made the team senior year. They weren't expecting a lot out of me on the field. Well, they need a guy on the bench to keep the boys together. Jackson Merrill, who's Jackson Merrill's favorite player? Tyler Wade. Who's Manny's favorite guy to play with right now? Tyler Wade. You keep those motherfuckers happy. Tyler Wade, lay down a couple bunts. Riz up a couple chicks in PD.
T Wade, bro, to just be like, the clubhouse guy. If you know that you don't have the talent to hit 30 bombs, you should just 100% go all in on being the clubhouse guy.
Dude, it's a genius move. Tyler Wade's a genius. All you got to do is
become boys with the best players.
And Riz out, bro. If you're Tyler Wade right now, you play in San Diego. You're beloved by the fan base, even though a couple people are a little angry that they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna give up a spot on the roster for this." Not every spot on the roster has to be Tatis, right? Value-wise, there's a lot of different values that come into certain players. Tyler Wade, you go on a road trip to Cincinnati, and you're like, "Man, what the fuck are we gonna do?" Tyler Wade seems like a guy that's like, "Hey, we're gonna hit this club. We're gonna hit, this bar." Like, you need a guy like that. It doesn't show up in the fan graphs of like, yo, Riz, right? Riz isn't on there. But like T Rizzy, I'm going to tell one Tyler Wade story. And this is when I knew I was like, okay, this guy. So this time last year, spring training, me and Mike Mike wasn't actually out there with me, but I went out with a couple buddies to spring training. And it's the Sunday before we head out. So we're flying home Sunday night. Went to a concert. Wake up the next day, we go to a Cubs Padres game. We walk in, we go to Will Call to pick up our tickets. There are 6 girls there, probably like Arizona State. I'll be honest, as a I'm an engaged man. They were good looking girls, right? Totally normal. I was like, dang, those are like, I'm like, good for them, right? Whatever. And I overhear them, and they're like, yeah, the tickets are under. A guy named Tyler Wade put 6 tickets down. This dude wasn't even guaranteed a fucking roster spot. 6 girls, and I'm like, T-Riz. That's how I came up with the nickname T-Riz. That dude, hey, if he made the roster or not, he was still risen. And now he's a guy on the team.
Yeah.
And guess what? Yeah, Tyler Wade's not gonna hit fucking 20 home runs. Lay down a couple good bunts, make some shit happen, steal some bags. Play a little utility infield. That's what I'm talking about, Papa. That's what we need. Everyone's saying Unk's gonna get in trouble. I was just giving. It's just giving praise, bro. You're allowed to give praise. You're allowed to it's just like saying, like, oh, whoa, Tatis is good at baseball. Saying
welcome to the
you're like, oh wow, welcome to the world, bro. You're like, hey, Tatis is good at all right. What were you saying? That espresso shot I drank was
yeah, good lord. You're spracked right now. I respect it. No, listen, T Wade's locked in. T Wade's a roster guy. The other spots, though, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, sometimes you wanna leave the game before the game leaves you. Somebody on this squad that the game might have left him, and I'm not sure if he should be on the opening day roster. His name is Jason Hayward. I don't know why you would put Jason Hayward on the roster over Tierstone Nellis, just given literally everything that you've seen this spring. Like Matt, we had this convo, right? Listen, I love Jason Hayward. I remember his first home run on SportsCenter, watching that shit.
Yeah, on ESPN.
Like 9 years old.
I agree.
I love Jason Hayward, but we have enough guys that are vets on this team for the excuse to be, well, he's a great vet. We have too many. We already have vets.
I completely agree.
Tatis has been in the league since I've been out of college. I've been out of college.
How much? Yeah. Hey man, he could be a vet for Manny. Manny's 32.
Xander Bogaerts and Manny. What is it? If Xander can't hit, right? If the bogey bounce back doesn't happen, you have him on the team because he is a vet and he's a well-respected guy.
We're good on.
We have enough vets.
Honesty, the Padres are objectively kind of old, so
we're the unction.
We are the unction. So you can't play the vet card, right? It's not like we're the Baltimore Orioles right now with a bunch of young dudes. I agree with you, Mike. I'm going to say I like Jason Hayward as a guy, right? But the vibe I'm getting with Jason Hayward right now, unfortunately, and it's also spring training. It's Matt Carpenter 2.0 minus the fact that we gave Matt Carpenter 12 mil and Jason Hayward 1 mil. That's the vibe I get. And that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But like the thing is, you could cut your losses with Jason Hayward to an extent.
100%. My point was going to be that the difference was that Matt Carpenter low-key had an absolute banger year the year before. So you at least came in like, all right, like dude had like a 950 OPS.
Yeah, we got duped by we call that the Yankees tax, bro. We got duped by the short porch. We got duped
100%. But my point is that the reason he got signed was because you thought he had potential. Jason Hayward hasn't necessarily shown too much the last few years, bat-wise, to justify like putting him on the team over a guy who's 24 years old.
So, argument. Let's say we go Tirso to start the season, and we cut Hayward. And Tirso, first month of the season, is hitting 180 with like a home run, and just looks like he's completely overmatched when it comes to being a major league starter.
Hmm?
Who plays left after that? You put Connor Joe out there. You put because Gavin Sheets. I'll be honest. Stay Sheetin is my middle name now. I'm a Blanco Bonds, whatever you want to call the guy. He sucks in left field. I mean, I was looking at videos of him. He can't play left field. The dude is not he's a first baseman DH. That's about it. I see Brandon Lockridge on here.
You know what? I'm going to change my take. I personally think, well, also I think Connor Joe's a lock now because of what Mike Schilt said yesterday in the press conference.
What did he say?
Said Jay Cronenworth won't be playing first base this year. So
yeah, it makes total sense. Arise Joe, and then when Arise doesn't DH, he'll play first.
Stinky defense, bro. Stinky defense at first.
I mean, Joe made a pretty bad play today, and I'm a Connor Joe. I'm a Prince of Poway guy, but
Prince of Poway guy. I'm not arguing that. I like Connor Joe's. Connor Joe's consistent. Last 2 seasons, 2 total WAR for Jason Hayward, or let me see. No, 3.3 in the last 2 seasons total. That'll play.
Oh, Sheets too. Sheets could play first as well.
Listen,
it's an interesting, Mike.
It's a weird roster.
Chat, I want to see what you have to say because it's fun. It's fun, but I already know someone's gonna get the fucking short end of the stick, right? And I don't know because I think Jose Iglesias makes his squad better. Honestly,
me too.
And you have Jose Iglesias; he can play all these different positions. And then, so M. Alva says Iglesias and Haywards are locks because of defense and potential bats. I have to agree. Although I don't necessarily think Jason Hayward should make the opening day roster, I would be shocked if he doesn't. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Because I agree with you. I don't see, and it's interesting too, because the guy who's probably going to get hoed, and it sucks,
it's Tirso.
Is Tirso. Tirso is going to get hoed. And and I don't know. You could also see, Tirso goes down to El Paso, consistent ABs every day, and comes up in a month. And if he's raking in El Paso and Jason Hayward can't hit that 1 mil, boom, he's gone.
Yeah, that's 100% the way that it's going to go.
That's what's going to happen. So Tirso is most likely not going to make the opening day roster, which sucks. But you could also look at it as, okay, Tirso is,
Well, I was going to go here. With it, right? The way you could look at it is, all right, listen, if Tirso isn't on the team by May, that means that Jason Hayward is playing well. And that's fine. That's all upside with Tirso starting in the minors.
And our boy Beach City makes a really good point. And I don't like playing this game of like service time manipulation, but it's true. Tirso stays another month or 2 in El Paso and hits, 340, and we bring him up with some nukes. Also, I don't know if you agree with this, Mike, but it's kind of an interesting point. It's kind of fun when you got a guy like Tirso coming up in like mid-May to spice shit up. Like, let's say the pods are like 500 in mid-May and Hayward's sucking, or Joe, one of them gets hurt. And we're like, and Tirso's just ripping the cover off the ball. First home game, first start. We're like, dude, remember Tirso's first game when he fucking hit a homer off the Rockies? Like that kind of shit. Rather than, and it'd be cool for him to make the opening day roster, don't get me wrong. But that could be the move. So I think that's going to be the case. I think Hayward's probably going to make the team over him. And I do think the defense is a big deal. I think the team is looking at it. And like you said with Schilt's comments, they're looking to get their power out of 3 guys this year. Machado, Merrill, and Tatis. Those are the homer guys. And if they can luck into any more homers throughout the lineup, great. Everybody else, get the fuck on base. That's it. Just get on base. Walk. Connor Joe, I would love you to be a walk merchant this year, Papa. Bat eighth, be a walk merchant. Then we got OMG coming up. Also, from the sales of that OMG shirt, we might need to come up with that. We might need Jose Iglesias to drop a new banger for San Diego because that shit did not sell well, brother. What were you saying? Yeah, your mic's muted.
You dropped a shirt on a Saturday night like an absolute dummy. It's like marketing 101. Who drops at 5 p.m. on a Saturday? What is this?
The comments were so funny. Everyone's like, bro, let the Mets have this one. I was like, shit, I probably misread that room a little bit. Couple too many Delos for the boy. But it looks like the team is going to be an on-base first team and get a little pop with those guys. Rise. You got Joe. Even Hayward. Like, I like where the team's headed. I will say, let's move into wherever he went. I want to move into a couple concerns I have about the team. First off, compadre, over under 90 wins. I'm going to say 88 wins right now. Gun to my head.
I think I said 88 on the last episode as well.
I like 88.
I'm sticking with it. With it. Healthy number.
Concerns, because we can't only be glazing. Only on Instagram can we only be glazing. Krispy Kreme. Robert Suarez looks like absolute dog shit this spring, dude. He looks fucking awful. And I know it's spring training, but Bobby, and he looked actually really good in the playoffs, so I'll give him that. And a lot of times these pitchers are working on stuff. And he didn't get helped with his defense today. I won't lie about that. But Bobby, I don't know, his confidence on the mound right now just seems like a dude that's like either pitching because he knows he's about to get dealt or he's pitching shitty so he doesn't get dealt. I just don't feel like he's getting the ball and he's like, all right, I'm ready to attack. And sometimes someone says, do you think Suarez is tradable? Absolutely tradable. Is he what we would have gotten 3 weeks ago? It's
probably not.
The stock's going down because the reason why I bring this up, he's going to opt into that contract for $10 million. And if he sucks this year, that's a bad deal. So trade him. Trade him because you have even Alec Jacob I trust in the 7th inning in a game. Adrian Morejon.
You're not telling me right now you don't trust Robert Suarez.
No, I do. That's what I'm saying. I trust Robert Suarez.
Oh, I know you're saying.
I trust our bullpen to have guys to pitch in big spots. Right now, Robert Suarez, if I went up to the plate, I'd be like, he's going to throw me a 97-mile-per-hour fastball somewhere in the plate. And I'm going to get it, and I'm going to hit it. That's what MLB players, unless you're Ben Joyce throwing 104, if players assume you're throwing a fastball every single pitch, it's like me in high school. I was great freshman year. Started to get a little, shut the fuck up. I was good freshman year. Sophomore year, made varsity. No need to tip my cap. But when you only have, what
was the team's record that year?
I couldn't throw it. The team was ass. I
don't think you guys won a game.
Nah, we went 4-20. I think we went like 4-23.
No shit.
But it wasn't because of me.
No shit.
Hey, shut up, bro. I'm making a point. I go up there and, varsity hitters are saying, this guy only throws fastballs and changeups. Throw me something else. And my curveball would either hit the motherfucker in the head or go to the backstop every single time. Shockingly, your boy joined a frat in college. I did not play college baseball. Robert Suarez has Matt Devine. Robert Suarez has Matt Devine.
You're giving yourself a little bit too much fucking credit right now. Robert Suarez has your aura.
Robert Suarez, all-star in the big 2025. I was an all-star too, motherfucker. 5 times. I was a 5-time all-star. 9 10s as a 9-year-old. Yeah. Then I ran it back on the 9-10. Robert Suarez is predictable right now. And his other stuff that he's working on, we could be honest, blows right now. And maybe it gets better. That being said, there's 2 things I want to say. If I'm Preller, I look to ship him because I know he's going to opt into that contract. Don't know what you get back for him, to be completely honest.
No leverage.
Right now, you don't have a lot of leverage. There's a guy like Eggy, and it sucks to say this. If Eggy doesn't make this roster, he has no options left. You would package Eggy and Robert Suarez, and you can get something back. 100%. Because Eggy's a valuable player. And if we aren't putting him on the team, you have to move him because he's going to get picked up.
I'll
So
tell you who
make the
I'll tell
move.
you who he is. He's got Ty France written all over him. Eggy Rosario has
Interesting.
Ty France written all over him. He's gonna go to another team. He's gonna get an
Bro,
opportunity.
these fuckers in the chat don't believe I was a 5-time All-Star,
No,
bro.
that
Dude,
was
we were
you
trash.
know,
I
that was definitely a
I know
player.
Jackson Fawcett. I know Jackson Fawcett's watching this chat. The other guy, so the team was cracked. The other guy who was on our team, the star of the team, hit a fucking absolute moonshot off Wandy Peralta today. Sean Bouchard.
True.
It could have been me. No, I'm just kidding.
True.
It could not have been me.
Matt or Bobby to close a game out. Matt's getting that spot. 100%. 5-time All-Star. It's you're gonna get
trade Robert Suarez for that bust straight up. I know, no thanks for that, bro. His velocity sitting 96, bro. It's also spring training, but I did notice that today, bro.
Dude, he's warming up. No one comes out of the gate throwing as hard as they can. Let's settle down.
I will say, bro, he just doesn't look. He doesn't look like he has any confidence right now.
We're talking about the wrong Missy.
Normal Heights is a great point. Could be just a dead arm.
Also, a lot of pitchers get dead arm in spring. That was literally something that Jesse Agler talked about today on the broadcast. So it's a common thing. He's like, everyone feels their best at the start of spring.
You know who didn't get a dead arm in spring?
Let's hear it.
Me, bro. They should have given me the fucking ball. Chachi Mueller, I know you're watching this shit, bro. Hey, junior year, you kind of hoed me, but it's all good. No worries. I'm not mad, bro. It's only been like 12 years.
Oh, Sean Bouchard in the history class at Cathedral, nicest dude ever. Facts. Great lad.
Yeah, Sean Bouchard is the nicest dude ever.
Eggy, listen, we're talking about Robert Suarez, right? Get Wandy Peralta off the team.
Tio.
Bro. He's a hard watch. He couldn't get a lefty out. He couldn't get a righty out. The dude was throwing balloon balls up there.
Nah, Tio was throwing them Olive Gardens, bro. He was throwing some fucking Rosinas and Carmel Valley meatballs, bro. Place is dank. We're paying Robert Suarez $10 million a year. Suarez has potential, and I actually agree with. Let me see who is that again. I forget. I want to give him credit. Normal Hype said dead arm in spring. Completely agree with that. And I have to be honest though. Well, no, I mean Mike, you agreed with him too. Yeah. You got to be honest. I think it's completely valid as a fan base to be a little concerned about Robert Suarez being our closer over Jason Adam, and you can't demote him. You can't.
I disagree with that.
You cannot demote. Chad, do you think Mike Schilt could demote Robert Suarez as closer?
It happens all the time in baseball. What are you talking about? Just because they gave this guy a fucking intro song doesn't mean they cannot play it.
Also, hey, people forget the downfall of Bobby Fastballs was when they fucking shut off the lights in his intro song, bro. Way too much. You're doing too much. Hell's Bells was perfect for Trevor.
Look, everyone's like, he can easily be demoted. It's baseball.
Great point by my guy behind the bar. Zero value if you do. Oh, congrats. You just traded a fucking $10 million guy who's 100% going to opt into his deal. And he is throwing 96, has no off speed, and he's your 7th inning guy. Congrats.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I won't lie. I know it's spring training, Mike. I know it's spring training. Something in the vibe today I saw on Bobby on the mound. I was like, I'm down to trade this motherfucker, bro. Thank you for your services. You were great. But I'm confident in our bullpen, bro. Because right now, Sean Reynolds, and maybe just because he was a friend of the gospel, I could totally see Sean Reynolds 100%. Easily being our 7th inning guy.
100%, but he's not.
And you have other guys like Nari Hone who could pitch big leverage. All these other guys who could be leverage guys. Have Jerry pitch the 8th and Jason Adam pitch the 9th. Boom. Trade Robert and trade him now because guess what? If it's June fucking 15th and Robert Suarez is a 6 ERA and has blown 5 saves, that trade's fucked. No one's trading for a reliever that's on the downhill.
It's interesting, right? Because I'm a believer in history. I love history, dude. I love history. Robert Suarez has a career 140 ERA plus. The dude's been nails for the Padres.
Robert Suarez has been awesome for us.
I agree with you. I think you're pointing your finger at the wrong individuals when it comes to the bullpen. Like Robert Suarez isn't the issue. I understand you're like, well, he's going to opt into his contract.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Look at our Mike. Also, look at who we have
Maybe.
waiting in the wings. Francis Pena, Bradley Rodriguez. We got some absolute Tyson neighbors. We got some demons in the pen. Trade Bobby now before he fucking opts in and sucks. And we have a Wandy fucking 2.0. What?
What if he balls out?
Great. He could fucking ball out for another team, bro. More power to you. We have other guys that could ball out.
I'm just saying you're putting a lot of faith in certain players to be high leverage. Being high leverage is a lot different than pitching in the 5th or the 6th. Pressure starts to build up. Lights get brighter. You have a 1-run lead.
So
Jason
who do you
Adam
consider?
Would be my closer. Jason Adam would be my closer. Gary would be my 8th inning if Robert got traded. Who would pitch the 7th? I would probably pitch Sean or Morejon. But you got to understand, Matt. Last year, this is my issue. Last year, the reason Suarez struggled at the end of last year is because Mike Schilt pitched him every single game.
This is one of your better takes.
5 times a week. The dude's arm got shot like anybody's would. What I love about Bobby, didn't complain one time. Dude just went out there and kept pitching.
He's a fantastic guy.
That's why I'm like, listen, he's just working on shit in spring. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But shit in the dude, when you don't have any other high leverage guys that have been proven. Jason Adams, an 8th inning guy. Jason Adams never closed baseball games.
Yeah, I mean he's closed once or twice, but he's not a closer. I actually agree. I think that's a valid reason. That being said, I think what's going to happen is this. I think Eggy will not make this roster for whatever reason. I think they're going to give Jose Iglesias that spot. They're going to be like, yo, we got to keep Joe and Jason Hayward, whatever. Hopefully he doesn't become Dominican Ty France and ball out for the fucking Mariners or whoever picks him up. That being said, if you can deal him with Robert Suarez, I do it. And you could get back, the number one thing I would love to get back, a catcher with any sort of catcher with some potential. Because I cannot watch Martin Maldonado play for my baseball team, bro. That is Mr. Automatic Out. Motherfucker, I was a shitty PO in high school, and I'd be more confident with me at the plate against some of these fucking guys than Martin Maldonado. Mees batted like a fucking $115 his junior year. How bad was it?
That's crazy.
Crazy. I had
senior year.
I'd have more confidence in fucking 2015 with Devine at the dish, bro.
Crazy. You fucking couldn't throw to first base, you pussy. Ground ball. Sailed.
I did have a little bit of the yips after I blew the game against Westview Junior sophomore year.
You couldn't even find the zone, brother. Walk, pick off, overthrow, walk.
Our catcher situation's fucked, dude. They gotta give Campy the reins because Martin Maldonado, everyone's saying, oh, his defense is so great, dude. Fuck that. If he can't hit, if it's an automatic out every single AB. Your defense you have to be throwing out 3 guys a game for that to be, worthwhile. And he's not going to do that. In the big 2025, Martin Maldonado on your fucking baseball team.
You can't have him on the team, dude.
You can't. He's 8 years old as a catcher.
He's also looking like he's making it.
He's 100% going to make it.
You think he makes it over Campy?
I think they're going to put Campy back in AAA. And you know what? The weed in El Paso is trash. The weed in El Paso is trash. Raya in El Paso is trash. Campy, you got 2 weeks to fucking get out of shitty weed and shitty chicks, bro. Hit the fucking ball. That's all you got. Because Campy, I'm rooting for you, Papa. I cannot see Martin Maldonado on my fucking favorite baseball team as a backup catcher. I can't. I'd rather see Soli. I'd rather see Soli with the Kurt Angle walk-up song. Maldonado's ass. Mike, I can't even explain the feeling I have when I see Martin Maldonado in the starting lineup. It's a feeling it's like that meme of the little gif of the guy walking like this in the rain. You know that one? That is what it feels like to be a fan of a baseball team with Martin Maldonado fucking starting, bro. See? Salas will bring first-year Tatis energy. Everybody at home right now. I don't care what God you believe in. I don't care if you don't believe in God. I don't care about anything. please pray to the baseball gods that Ethan Salas can be good and hit well in the minors this year and be our catcher next year. Because watching baseball right now, there are fucking no good catchers out there at all. None of them can hit. And if they can't hit, they can barely field. We need Salas to be good because I cannot stand having some fucking 35-year-old catchers who can't hit be back there, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Martin Maldonado in the big 2025. We made so many memes about that guy when we signed him. And it was cute when we were like, oh, dude, that's cool. He's like right next to Salas. Like he's going to teach him how to fucking catch a ball. I don't know. I don't want to see that guy batting at Petco Park. I'm fucking 3 Modelo's deep in the 5th inning. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Martin Maldonado's at the dish. Pinch hit. Put the DH for Maldi and let fucking Darvish swing the stick, bro. I'd much rather see that. He's so fucking bad, bro.
It's bad. It's real bad. He had minus 1.3 WAR last year. He's a losing baseball player. I don't care how bad.
Mike, you know how good you have to be?
Campy's 10 times over.
Mike, you know how bad you have to be at hitting to be known as one of the best defensive catchers of your era and have negative 1.3 WAR?
Yeah, really bad.
You literally should not even go up to the plate with a bat if you're Martin Maldonado. Go up there and do some dance moves, bro. Hit the salsa. Hit the salsa when you're at the dish and just fucking distract the shit out of some fucking pitcher. That's all you can do if you're Martin Maldonado. That guy can't do shit. Losing Higgy, we say it every episode, by far biggest fuck up. And we're going to talk about Papa Uncle John in a second. But by far biggest fuck up of the offseason was not getting Higgy. Because if we have Higgy right now, who has like 4 bombs in spring training, which obviously it's spring training, it doesn't matter. It kind of matters.
Fucking rakes, dude. Higgy rakes.
We found a diamond in the rough catcher and we let him go. It's like when you fumble a chick way back in the day. It's like hypothetically fumbling a girl and being like, man, seeing her Instagram, she just got engaged. You're like, I kind of messed that one up, bro. If you're single, what?
Yeah, I guess, man. You're dropping these wild ones tonight. No, I'm with you though. Hey, Unk's about to get in trouble. Unk's about to get in trouble.
Chill out, bro.
I'm joking. I know
like that. I meant like I was trying to come up with a Colin Cowherd analogy, but it didn't really work. All right, let's look at some super chats real quick. All right. Did y'all see you, son? He'll strike out the gambler. Yeah, Shohei Darvish, baby. Crazy name. Just spelled differently. Package.
That's going crazy.
Jesus Christ. Package Wandy. Who the fuck is Oh,
Robert.
Is that Robert? Robert and Crony. Get it done. I mean, let's package all our expensive and shitty players. What are we going to get back? Appreciate the donation, though, Scott. And then 5, Suarez was never a closer. He crumbles with the pressure. NLCS, to be fair, Campy is not helping his case. I mean, that's fucking spot on, man. I appreciate that.
I'm having flashbacks.
No, you guys are crazy, bro. I literally was trying to come up with an analogy, man. That's crazy.
No, I know. I was joking, Chad. I was joking, Chad. No, that was I get the Colin Cowherd attempt, right? But
yeah, I mean, it's
doing it for so long.
Also, Colin Cowherd married for like 30 years. He would do
also like a Bill Simmons. It's like a Bill. It was
like a Bill Simmons one. I should have said like it's in the movies where like you see the guy and he's like reminiscing on like Wedding Crashers. That scene when you know what I mean? Yeah, I fucked up. I gotta stop with my self analogies because it's a bad look. Appreciate the chat for cooking my ass, bro. That's so funny.
All right, let's talk John Seidler before I bounce out because I'm not
cool. Yeah, Meezy's not feeling too hot right now.
Need to drink.
Let's talk Uncle John because I think that's gonna be my nickname for him, either Brother John or Uncle John. What do you think?
I like Uncle John.
Uncle John. All right, so Uncle John is in charge of the team now. That jolly looking fuck. Let's get a picture of him real quick.
Dude, he seems awesome.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that on the DSG. You're like, this dude's awesome. There's some interesting responses to that. John Seidler. Yeah, like I'm gonna show some.
Yeah, pull up the tweet. Pull up the tweet.
Yeah, John Seidler. He kind of looks like. Is it crazy if I had a couple too many Modelo's? He kind of looks like George Steinbrenner in this picture, bro.
No, yeah. I mean, he's got an old man look to him. That's for sure.
Yeah. Looks like he's golfing 5 days a week.
So
tea time tomorrow.
What were people saying
So
about it?
John's comment, which Mies, you tweeted this. Our boy Jim from John and Jim, shout out John and Jim, one of our favorite shows, San Diego Sports Talk Legends, says, again, not a good idea to lead with this day one, John. Did anyone prep on what not to say? Goodness.
I didn't tweet that one.
No. But that I'm gonna go on Jim's thing, and then I'm gonna say what you tweeted, which was also this guy's name is fucking I think his name is Harry Chubb Jr. He's a fucking beast, dude. All right, wait up. Let's see so I don't get fucking copyright. All right, cool. So Kevin Acey tweets. This is the comment. He said, I've been a Beat LA Padres fan since 2012. Man, that's a bad time to start, right? We were getting our fucking shit. That's like when Kershaw started, bro. He just shoved it up our ass for 8 years. So that's a tough one. I've completed the 12-step program.
Matt, that's why I thought he might be cool as shit. Going from a Dodgers fan to a Padres fan is going sober. I love it. I love it.
But
no one ever acts like completing the 12-step program is a bad thing. Everyone's like, I completed the 12-step program.
Yeah,
that's
everyone's like,
thing. It's a good thing.
It's like his chip, like his like a 30-day chip is like his 30-day chip is like a Tatis jersey.
That you could look at it two ways. He's like wakes up in the middle of the night, like next week. It's the 18th. The Cubs are playing the Dodgers, and he gets the itch. He becomes a Dodgers fan again. Sells off Machado.
He goes in and he's like, yeah, like I had to go to meetings. I had to talk about he's like, that Carlos Quinton, Zach Greinke fight really was tough for me. They're like, it's okay, John. I'm John. I've been a Padres fan for 11 years. Hi, John. My brother gave me the team.
I get why people might think that he's not. That's a bad thing to lead with. But you know what is? It is refreshing, the honesty. I appreciate the honesty from John. He could have easily been like, I've never liked the Dodgers. This is an honest man. This is a guy who's going to tell it to you straight.
Should we call him Honest John?
Honest John.
Honest John, dude.
Matt, no owner in their right mind would ever lead with this comment.
My boy said Tommy Bahamas. Tommy Bahamas. It's just Tommy Bahama, baby.
Honest John led with this. And that's no owner of a team that used to be a fan of their rival would lead with this, except for Honest John.
Honest John, I give you credit because he says, but there is one thing he could not get into. When the crowd started chanting Beat LA, I couldn't quite bring myself to get that out. There was just a little part of me somewhere deep down inside. It's hard to put 50 years worth of experience out the window. I will say this. I actually do love that quote. I don't know if I'd say it in the first fucking interview you have with Kevin Acey, because it is a little bit of a little brother move.
I think you lead with it.
So yeah, I mean, because I agree with you there. But dude, it would make me more concerned, bro, if this fucking guy just started chanting Beat LA right away. Because that means he was never a true fan of his team.
That's what I was gonna say. You know what this shows me, Matt? He grew up a baseball fan. We have a baseball fan as an owner.
Peter Seidler. What did Peter Seidler grow up as?
Peter Seidler was a Dodgers fan.
Yes,
and then he took over the Padres and he became a Padres.
In the article, too, it was pretty funny. They mentioned, I think the brother's name, the other two, Matt and, Robert or something. They're like, Matt and Robert were ahead of John on the list, but they weren't able to do it for personal reasons. I'm going to be honest. I think Matt and Robert might be a little sketchy cats, and I think Johnny is a good dude. I think we got, out of all the Seidler brothers, we got the good one.
Matt and Bob were a little afraid that darkness was about to come to light. You know what I mean?
Right when we saw one of their wives doing the Dodgers chants at a recent playoff game, I'm like, that's a little concerning.
Yeah,
I like this guy because he's honest. Hey, honest fucking John, bro. And guess what, Mike?
Let me hear it.
If you're John Seidler, all you got to do is try, man. Just show us that you give a little bit of a fuck. You don't have to be Guggenheim. You don't have to be giving out $400 million contracts every offseason. That being said, when you have a player like a Jackson Merrill or a Michael King or a Luis Arraez, someone that the city loves, that makes the team better, that wants to be here, if you could get that guy extended and let AJ cook and make the moves he needs to make, you're good in my book. I don't give a fuck if it's Honest John. I don't give a fuck if it's some guy walking on the street right now. The guy that works at the bar. I don't care. whoever owns the team, just give us a shot. Care, want to win, want to like the Padres. And it looks like this dude's doing that, man. Like, that's all you could ask for as a fan, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And before I go, there's one point about Honest John that I find fascinating. There was no way to find a single image of Honest John before this specific intro. There's no way to find an image until Kevin Acee posted it that one day. You could not find a single image of Honest John side.
What did we call him? We called him AI?
I don't even know.
ChatGPT John. ChatGPT
Yeah,
John.
ChatGPT John. But now he's Honest John.
Hey,
and I like Honest John.
Honest John,
Honest John's going to tell it to you straight. Honest John he's going to go into the locker room when they're underperforming and say, "Hey, Cronenworth,
no shotty shit, bro.
I'm gonna give you 15 more. I'm gonna give you 15 more fastballs down the middle. If you hack through all of them, you're going to Guantanamo." That's what he's gonna tell him. He's gonna say you're gonna be the highest paid Guantanamo prisoner.
Before we leave, it is a hilarious. Like I could totally see this. I was watching. Have you guys watched or have you watched the new show on Netflix?
Running Point.
Running Point. Great show, right up our alley, right?
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks is great in it. That show, right? It's kind of like a Lakers, like they kind of make it like Genie Bus shit. I will say, if they made a Netflix show about a guy who's like grew up a huge Dodgers fan, and then his fucking brother, his brother buys this team, and now he's like at 65 years old, he has to be the team of a team that he like was like, these guys suck. That's a Netflix show.
Great. You know who play Honest John too?
Guess what happens at the end of Netflix shows, Mike? They fucking win. Ted Lasso, they always win, bro. I won't lie. First couple seasons, though, to keep the show running, they lose.
Well, we've been there enough, so maybe this is season 3. When it comes to Honest John, before I leave, who's playing Honest John in this Netflix series? I'll give you my answer.
All right, let's get a picture of this guy real quick.
I'll give you my answer.
All right, one sec. I have a good one. I'm actually.
I wonder if we have the same one. I
bet we do, bro. You go first.
Eric Stonestreet.
Oh, that's good, dude. Cam from Modern Family.
Cam
from Modern Family, if you don't know who that is. John Fields, bro. What up, Johnny? Good to see you, bro. John Goodman. You fuckers are cooking. I was going to say Brian Cox from Succession. But it seems like a response from...
I think you're too old. I'm too young with Stonestreet. Goodman's maybe in between. Let's see.
Mees will rap for us if we hit 2K subscribers. Next episode, he'll rap. He'll do a little
Honest John's kind of got a little mafia look to him, though. He looks like
a guy Coach John Quintero gets his first IMDb playing.
That would be special.
Hey, before you go, any words about the San Diego State Aztecs playing tomorrow? Also, our Cal Poly Mustangs play at 8:30.
One biggest game in Cal Poly since 2013 in the tourney. Outside of that, state-wise, State beats Boise. I think they're locked. If they don't, it's going to be a very, very sketchy Sunday. We'll be streaming, I believe.
Yeah, we're doing a Selection Sunday stream
for an hour.
If we're San Diego State fan or college basketball in general, we're going to do probably, but we'll be together too. It'll probably be either at Mike's house or my house. So fuck yeah, dude.
Stay tuned. Ride high.
Feel better, bro.
And, I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Peace. Big Measy, bro. Respect UCSD, bro. UCSD, the boys are playing well. My guy, Aniwa Tate Jones. Yeah, dude, we're going. So DSG boys are going to be at the SDFC LAFC game on the 30th, 29th. Can't wait. But let's talk. Hey, we got time. I got no plans tonight. I'm down to rip another 15. I really think we should trade Suarez, bro. I really think we should trade Suarez. And I know it's spring training and all that shit. I could totally see this dude just having a little bit of a down year, bro. Sean Bouchard, bro, that's who we should get, bro. Imagine if we had Sean Bouchard. Imagine if we had Sean Bouchard in left, bro. You think I glaze the Padres now, bro? Holy shit. Fern, I agree, man. He has kind of been on the decline. What are you going to get for Robert Suarez is a great John. I agree. I think Preller is going to have another move in him. JD, let me see. What's up, JD? Thank you for the donation, brother. We need to chant "Let's go Padres." Beat LA gives little brother vibes. Completely agree to an extent. I think overdoing the beat LA chant, awful. If you do beat LA when they're not playing the Dodgers, loser, huge loser energy. That being said, if it's like the 9th inning and you're about to win the game, hitting a beat LA chant when you know it's 3-1, nobody on base, I'm cool with that. Over spamming it though, whack. It does show little brother energy. I completely agree. Also the wave, dude. That's what I'll do. I get the wave. I get not everybody's, in the DSG chats talking about Padres and shit. But a lot of the fans at the Padres games, dude, if you're losing, please don't do the wave. Please, bro. The wave is so, nothing worse than, your fucking reliever just gave up an absolute, Yuki just came in and gave up an absolute meatball, and they start doing doing the wave, bro. It's the worst, man. Let's talk a little bit about, dude, the wave last season, bro, the waves were going a little too much. And I know San Diego's a surf city. Even sometimes the waves are a little chill. Hey, what is it, surfliner.com? Let's go on surfliner.com and let's say until the 8th inning and we're winning, no waves. No waves. Waves are way too much, bro. Yeah, sorry for the unwarranted Yuki Cook. I should have said Wandy. Let's talk Suarez. My guy A Kills, what's up, brother? Says Suarez would be a fire sale. Disagree. I don't think it would be a fire sale at all. I think it'd actually be probably a somewhat smart move if you trust the guys in your pen right now. That being said, I can also see Preller saying, I don't know if I trust the high leverage arms enough right now. I think the move would be, Joshua says, Robert hasn't been the same. Disagree as well. Robert Suarez was almost untouchable for 5 months of the season last year. He was insane. He ran out of gas. We used him a little too much. Then you trade for Tanner Scott. Then you trade for Jason Adam. Suarez in the playoffs as well. Cracked. He was one of our best relievers in the playoffs. Bobby still has it in him. I do think in baseball and life, sometimes it's better to sell early than sell late. It's like the fucker that's like, oh, dude, I got all this Dogecoin. I'm going to make a killing. It's going to go to the moon, bro. It's going to go to $3. And it fucking crashes back to 2 cents. And you're like, shit, I'm out of luck, right? Should have sold it early. Even if he goes and let's say we trade him to the Cincinnati Reds or we trade him to the Cubs and he has a good year, all-star year, he'll opt back into that contract or get a big deal. If we get something of value back, I think it's smart. And I agree if you disagree. That's what it's all about, baby. Yeah, I say let him get some value and trade him. So I see Clap Cheeks. What's up, brother? Also, Timmy says sell. Yeah, it's interesting. Kansas City, 2 months at most. Yeah. Marlins need to spend some money. This is a great question, Ariel Bridge. Do I think Jason Adam and Jerry Estrada can hold it down? I think right now, yeah. And I think, too, you can't really ever see – a perfect example of this is Adrian Morejon, right? Watching Adrian Morejon in high leverage last year, you kind of threw him into the fire. The only way you could tell if a pitcher can handle that is a little trial and error. 162 games. If you throw in a guy like an Adrian Morejon in a high leverage spot in the 8th or maybe for a save once or twice, and they lose and he just crumbles and he can't do it, you now know, hey, this isn't the role for him, which is fine. Chella Jerry, perfect example, bro. Chella Jerry last year was in the fucking minors to start the season. I could see Bradley Rodriguez having a similar trajectory this year. Just got sent back down to minor league camp. He comes up, in May, balls out for us, pitches some high leverage innings. Now we got a 21-year-old demon. Reminds me a lot of Andres Munoz before we traded him. Couldn't agree more. Christian, Francis Pena, Sean Reynolds is going to come back and be, hopefully his stretch fracture in his foot is good to go. And hopefully he's back by mid-April. But Suarez is expendable. In that contract, I think someone posted this above. Suarez contract's scary if he ends up shitting the bed. Normal Heights, you are crushing this episode, bro. By far, we got a lot of good commenters. Normal Heights, I feel like you're 3 for 3. You're like peak Tony Gwynn right now on comments. You're crushing it, brother. I couldn't agree more, guys. I just couldn't, honestly. Let's see. They need to convert Crony into a catcher bullpen. Not going to happen. The Crony contract's a tough one. But, yeah, David, perfect example. Yuki against the Royals last year. We gave him that opportunity. Guess what's going to happen this year, too? We're going to give Yuki that opportunity again, and hopefully he seizes that opportunity by the balls. We got a great bullpen. If we're bringing up closers from AAA, well, we're not bringing up closers, JD. We're bringing up bullpen arms. So you would move in your depth chart. You would move Jason Adam from an 8th inning guy to to your closer, and then you would make Jerry your 8th inning guy rather than your 7th inning guy. Roberto, completely agree. Relievers are expendable, guys. They get hurt all the fucking time. There's a dime a dozen to an extent. And dude, you have 3 bad outings as a reliever. Your ERA is cooked, even though ERA doesn't matter. But dude, relievers are a dime a dozen. Padres burner, what's up, brother? He's got no aura. I kind of think the rainbow has some low-key aura, dude. I think he's got that low-key. Hey, John, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, check out our Etsy. If you aren't Mariano Rivera, you could get traded. Facts, bro. Honestly. You guys, the comment section today is fucking just absolutely cooking. I'm confident in our bullpen. Outside Robert, I think he should be looked at getting dealt. I really think let's look at the 26-man roster right now. Because I think what's going to happen is this, guys. I honestly believe I think we're going to trade either Campy. We're going to put I just don't know what they have with Camp, bro. Gio, thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate that big time. Appreciate all the donations. Appreciate the likes, subscribes, all the support, comments. You guys all rock. It really means a lot to us. Suarez is nothing special. Hate to say it, but his fastball became predictable. Only one pitch. When you have guys like Reynolds, Estrada, Jason Adam, Jacob, completely agree. Honestly, I think you hit the nail on the head, Gio, right? I mean, if you're a one-pitch closer in today's game, right? If you know the fastball is coming and you can't really have any deceptive second pitch, sit fucking dead red, you're probably going to get a hit. We saw it today with the Rockies. If the Rockies are and I know a couple of those were fluke and they were singles, so I get that, but I just don't know, man. I love Robert Suarez. He's such an awesome story. Dude Robert was like I think he was like a bodyguard. No, he was a security guard at like a mall in Venezuela. Was playing professionally at night. And then he goes to Japan, balls out, and becomes one of the top closers in the league, an all-star. Incredible story, bro. That being said, like I said before, sometimes it's better to sell early than sell late. If you can get a team that wants Robert Suarez and willing to pay him, and you can get anything of value back. And I want to see in the chat real quick. Jake, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Jake Rose. What could you get for Robert Suarez in either an Eggy or a Luis Campusano? Crone is not going anywhere. No one's trading for him right now. Also, Crone, you put him at second base and you play him, and it sucks to say with the contract he has as a platoon. You put Crony at second base, that's not a bad contract. If Crony can give us a 750 OPS, second base, play great defense, there's worse contracts in baseball. Playing him at first base, ass. Sell him now, right? Trade Suarez, Marlins and Orioles. Orioles could definitely use him. Clap Cheeks thinks we can get a high leverage reliever or a catcher. Some closers are draft picks if it's possible. I don't think you could trade for draft picks. I think in baseball today. Austin, I agree, dude. Brian Hoeing's a fucking beast. And Brian Hoeing has Nick Martinez energy, where I feel like he's going to be a swing guy that could start a couple games, and he's under control for a long time, which is good because we kind of gave up a lot. I think Robbie Selling is going to be a stud, not only because I met him in Reno and he was very nice. We're looking at the depth chart right now. Chat, I'm going to be honest. I feel like the vibes are so high right now. I might have to crack a Modelo. Get ready for my Mustangs. Is that okay, chat? talking about this roster. The vibes are sky high right now, bro. It might be Modelo time. For some reason, we are still not sponsored by Modelo, but one day we will be. Also, if you know any San Diego beverage companies that want to sponsor the gospel, bro, we're like the best. We're so easy, bro. Just give us some free fucking Delos. Give us some free drinks. Ready to rock. All right. Cheers, boys, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you are, wherever you're watching. Thanks for watching. We love you at the gospel. We got a lot of disciples out here. Tell me if that name's corny or not. Cheers. All right. Let's look. Active roster right now. The Rainbow, who is Jason Adams, interesting because he's 33 years old. He's got 2 more years left. He has a great story too, like his battled injuries, all that stuff. I'm more than comfortable having Jason Adam. Oh, hell yeah, bro. I would totally do a collab with them. DM us on Instagram. Let's look. Cali B. I hate to say it. I don't know if Cali B is ever going to be what we really want. That being said, maybe he figures it out. Dylan Cease. We can touch on Dylan Cease a little bit later. What's your guys' take on the beard? Also, let me see if I have the video, but the Bat Boys, who do like TikToks and stuff, they're pretty cool. They interview a lot of guys. They had a Dylan Cease interview, and it was so funny. They asked him like, yo, they were like, hey, Dylan, like, who's your favorite prospect in the system right now? And this motherfucker, Dylan Cease, is like, I have no idea who's on the Padres. Like this guy, he had no idea who Salas was. He had no idea who fucking any of these guys were, bro. Let me look if I have this real quick. Bat Boys Instagram. Dude, I got to bring, maybe we bring Borna on the stream next week, bro. If he's down, we got to get that guy out of retirement, bro. I'll hit him up. All right, let's see if they got the, man, these guys post a lot. All right, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. That Boys, awesome. Can I not fucking watch this, bro? Ugh. That's so annoying. Sorry, guys. I'll play that video later. Let's go back. It's a pretty funny video, though, if you guys have it. He pretty much asks Dylan, he's like, yo, what do you think about this? And he's like, I have no idea who any of these pitchers are. Like, Dylan Cease just wants to play fucking disc golf, bro, which is fine. Hey, you give me 100, you give me 160 innings with a 3.3 ERA. Dylan Cease, I'll play disc golf for you, bro. I'll buy your shit. I don't care. I don't even like disc golf. My fiance's brother likes disc golf, though. I'll buy him all his shit. DC's 29. We'll touch DC's a little later. Tom Cosgrove, chat. Tom Cosgrove seems like he might be on the chopping block. And I like Tom Cosgrove. He seems like a nice guy. Miranda's brother is my go-to meme for him. Just hasn't had it for 2 years. If you need to, I would honestly probably DFA the guy. If you need a spot on this team, I would he's a guy I would get rid of on the 40-man, which is fine. Morley Field disc golf, real ones no. Hell yeah. Hey. Imagine I'm waiting in line for Tyler the Creator. Oh, no way, dude. That's sick. Isaiah Lowe, baby. We love that. Isaiah Lowe is one of our favorite prospects for sure. All right, Omar Cruz pitched today. If you guys don't follow our guy Clark on Twitter, he posted some interesting stuff about Omar Cruz. Omar's 25. Could be something. Probably starts in AAA, see what he has, but that's a depth piece. Could be a guy that gives us some, innings in the future. Yu Darvish, obviously. Estrada, obviously. Kyle Hart. Can't wait to watch Kyle Hart pitch. Hopefully he starts soon because I've only seen him pitch once live. Jacob's going to hopefully be in our bullpen this year. King, Kolek, Ronnie Marnacio hasn't looked good at all. Yuki, love Yuki. I mean, Yuki's Yuki. Adrian Morejon, my guy. Joe Musgrove. All right. Wandy. Let's talk a little Wandy Peralta. Spring training, which is obviously spring training. 8.3 ERA, 4 innings pitched, 4 Ks. My buddy Sean Bouchard hit an absolute fucking donkey dick dong off him today. Absolute nuke job. Wandy last year, bad season. Pitched a little better when he came off injury. Like, this is the type of contract where if you could trade Suarez, trade Wandy too. I don't know who's trading for Wandy, but that Peralta, you know, I just don't get it. He gets paid like $5 million a year. Imagine if that $5 million was to Higgy, how much better of a team we'd be. And he has like 3 more years left on his deal. That's a bad deal. You know, hey, we give out some good deals, we give out some bad deals. Wandy's a bad deal. 33 years old. Don't love that. That's tough. Randy V and Matt Waldron. What are you gonna do, right? Why did Preller pay a bullpen arm that much? That was a tough. Hey, like I said, Preller cooked last offseason and during the season. Hey, even the goats have a bad AB here and there. Jackson Merrill strikes out every now and then, you know, very rarely. This is where I want to talk about. Right now, our roster, Maldonado is not on this roster. Brett Sullivan has 0 more options. So the most likely Brett Sullivan's gonna get DFA'd or either traded. Can't be an Elias Diaz. Right now, if you're AJ Preller, do you put Campy on this opening day roster? Or do you send him AAA because he has an option? And you bring on Maldonado? I want to hear what the chat has to say. I know me and Mike have talked about it. I think Kevin Pilecki retired. JD, you know that's just I know you know more baseball than that, brother. I'm curious to chat though, because Campy's defense is still pretty mid, dude. That's a AAA for Ariel. Campy, Diaz, Maldonado, none of the above. Campy sucks. Man, dude. I want Campy to pan out so bad, but after a while, you're like, shit, dude. He can't throw anyone out, man. Give me Salas before Maldonado. Let's look at something real quick. Because I feel catcher is by far our clear weak spot. So, if catcher is our weak spot, like my guy Jake says, and we have some type of valuable asset in Robert Suarez, regardless of what he's done in spring, he's coming off an all-star season where he closed for one of the best teams in baseball. There's teams that want him. And a guy like Eggy Rosario, who has 0 options left. If we're going to keep Tyler Wade, and we're probably going to keep Connor Joe, Eggy's unfortunately going to be the odd man out. And I could totally see us regretting this one day. Eggy's defense, a little mid. I think his best position's third. Obviously, third's cooked for a while. What do you think you could get? What catcher do you think you could get for Robert Suarez and Eggy Rosario? And guess what, chat? Welcome. You guys are getting behind the scenes real quick. Robert Suarez. I'm about to tweet right now. Eggy Rosario. So Normal Heights is 1 of 3 from the Pirates. Joey Bart, no shot, unfortunately. Henry Davis, though. Interesting. Okay. What could the Padres get in a package Preferably a catcher. Sorry, I don't know how to spell either, as you could tell. Spell check is my best friend. Boom. Yeah, so you guys witnessed a real DSG moment right there. Clap cheeks. I completely agree, dude. But if you are the Pods, you have to get rid of one of these dudes. No shot the A's trade Langoliers. Alejandro Kirk, the Tijuana kid. Man, that would be crazy if we could get him. Cal Raleigh. That would be sick, bro. Fuji, anyone that leads the Pods always becomes better. There's obviously been some examples. I wouldn't say everybody, though. We don't know if Salas would be ready in 2026. I completely agree. Also, at Fuji, Ryan Weathers looks good right now. Completely agree. I still make that trade, probably. His mom was on Twitter fucking cooking the Pods, bro. You can't have that. Look at Ty France. Hey. Jake, Cotton Eye Joe is expendable. That's actually a funny nickname. I could see. I just see Eggy getting the boot. One of these guys is going to get hoed. One of these guys is going to get screwed. And for people listening to the podcast via audio, the guys I'm talking about are Luis Arraez, Xander Bogaerts, Crone, Connor Joe, Manny, Eggy, and Tyler Wade. And that's not even including Jose Iglesias, who will be on this roster. I'd put 5 Modelos on it right now. He will be on this roster. Our outfield right now, B-Lock. Interesting guy who I want to talk about. Toddy's on the team. Merrill's on the team. Tierso, B-Lock, Jason Hayward. Sean Murphy would be great, but he's hurt, and I don't see the Braves trading him. Alejandro Kirk would be sick. I don't know if would the Jays take that? Would the Jays take an Eggy Rosario, Robert Suarez package? Eric Swanson, reliever for the Jays, is hurt. Who's the Blue Jays bullpen right now? T Wade's gonna make this team. Let's look at this bullpen right now. Depth chart. Penn. Jeff Hoffman's their closer. Obviously, big deal in the offseason, all that stuff. Eric Swanson is out for the season. He looks like he's going to get Tommy John. Outside of Eric Swanson, Chad Green's aight. Let's see what Chad Green did last year. Good, pretty solid last year. 53 innings. He's legit. This seems like a team that would be interested in training for Robert Suarez. They have some fun guys on their active roster too. They got dudes like, so they have Tyler Heineman and Alejandro Kirk as their catchers. Tyler Heineman, 33 years old. Trash. This dude's ass. Why would they trade Alejandro Kirk? Joey Bart for Kyle Hart. Why? I mean, the Pirates could have just traded. They could have just signed Kyle Hart for like $1 million if they wanted him. Joey Bart was a good pickup by them. David Fry. Interesting. Jackson. Former All-Star, a little bit of a Linsanity run. Had a great last year, dude. 29 years old. 804. Another interesting one. I'll take my boy Riley Adams. Canyon Crest High. Played against me and Jackson in high school. Robert, Eggy, and Campy for Kirk. Pablo. Interesting, man. I like the way you think, my guy Pablo. Hot take, B-Lock over T-Wade. I think T-Wade's going to make this team strictly for vibes, guys. Kevin Acee, fluff piece. I like Tyler Wade, too, as a dude. I think he plays an important role. I also think that, if you're Jackson Merrill's favorite guy, you want to make Jackson Merrill happy, you want to make Toddy happy, these guys, sometimes you got to have a guy like that. And Fame Fryer, let's see. What up? What up, baby? Good to see you. They were going to try when they signed him to that 3-year deal. Very interesting stuff, too, because the Orioles were about to sign him. They said he had shoulder issues. Now he's on the Jays. And I thought he was going to be a starter because he was a bullpen piece for Philly last year. But on the depth chart here, he's a closer, which is interesting. Webster Rivas, bro. Get out of here. David Fry, dude. Interesting, man. Let's look up David Fry's contract real quick. I wonder how many years of service time he has. Contact. Can't even spell, bro. Che. Simple as that, bro. Biggest mistake of the offseason was not getting biggest mistake of the offseason was not re-signing. So 1-year ARB deal. He's pre-ARB right now. He's an ARB 1 next year at 30 years old. This is a realistic idea. It will probably cost more than Eggy and Suarez, though. Also, if you're the Cleveland Guardians, who were known for their bullpen last year, would you really want to spend $10 million on Robert Suarez? A known organization that doesn't like to spend money, too. Interesting. I think the other guy, and I think my dude, forget JD, someone said Yasmani Grandal is an interesting case. He had a Pirates depth chart. Yasmani Grandal, I think there's a reason he hasn't been signed, to be completely honest. We could have easily signed Yasmani Grandal. They have a really good bullpen. Cleveland does. Ooh, Nick Fortes. Interesting. All right, let's look. Catchers right now. They got Henry Davis, Joey Bart, Henry Davis, former number 1 overall pick, and Endy Rodriguez. Joey Bart's their guy. Former, top pick for the Giants. Didn't pan out in San Francisco. Traded him or DFA'd him. I forget how he left, but he's on them now. Let's look at their bullpen. Grandal is way better than Maldonado. I don't know why they didn't give Grandal the head over Martin. Probably money, to be completely honest. This bullpen's ass. David Bednar, this is not a good bullpen. This is a team you could trade Robert Suarez to. Do you think Henry Davis, former number 1 overall pick in the draft out of Louisville, I think, do you think the Pirates would be down to trade Henry Davis for Robert Suarez and Eggy Rosario? Right now, their third baseman is, who is it? What's his name? Oh my God, how am I blanking right now? Brian Hayes, right? Let's see. So you got first base. Eggy can play second. Adam Frazier, trash. Nick Gonzalez, aight. G1 Bay, he's more of an outfielder. Brian Hayes, IKF. Interesting. Andy, yeah. So if they have 3 catchers, all that are MLB-ish catchers, are they going to roster 3 catchers? No shot. So one of these guys should be on for sale. And I would say right now, if Andy is kind of their top prospect kind of guy, and Joey Bart is their dude, Henry Davis is the odd man out. I think we just cracked the code. AJ Preller. Let's look at his stats. His stats haven't been good. He's been what some would say a bust. Spring training, he looks solid, though. Career, 590 OPS. Chase says we shouldn't trade for a catcher just yet. I agree. I just don't know. I think you give Campy some rain, but I don't know, man. 590 OPS in the bigs, 8 homers. Not a huge sample size, but not good. If you believe in a guy like this, who was the number 1 overall pick in the draft, former top prospect, and has also batted 400 in my guy D-Man's franchise in MLB The Show, this is a time to trade for him, right? I think the argument is, would the team like the Pirates take on that Suarez contract? Probably not. So what other teams? So I'm saying Henry Davis is my number one guy. Anyone in the chat have any other suggestions on who we would kind of take? Higgy was the man, bro. We fucked that one up, bro. The Higgy trade actually really does bum me out. Rockies, Jacob Stallings, Caratini, Vic the Stick. I don't know. I think the Caratini trade has the train has passed. John, spot on as always. Martin Maldonado, man, I cannot watch that motherfucker play for the Pods, dude. He can't hit. And I'm a very happy-go-lucky dude. I cannot watch Martin Maldonado play for this team, bro. I just can't. Joey Bart would be sick, but they're not going to trade him. I kind of agree with you, Scott. Give the Campster 1 month to prove his worth. And if he's not, you get rid of him. This is your year, Campy. We need you, bro. Because, I mean, dude, if he could hit 227 average, which, I mean, this is concerning. You need to have more bombs if you're going to walk away twice, half as much as you strike out. But last year, dude, Campy was bad. Career for a guy who we talk about as a hit-first catcher. 90 OPS career-wise with a 684 OPS. 90 OPS plus, 684 OPS. That's bad. Like, that's bad. You could be honest. That's not good. So when people say, oh, Campy's better than the options out there, I don't know, dude. He's kind of a shitty catcher defensively. And he hasn't really shown that he could hit. So, like, it's concerning, dude. That's my biggest concern with this team right now is our catcher position's a black hole. I am happy with Elias Diaz. I'd be happier with Elias Diaz if he was splitting time. If Elias Diaz goes down, we might be fucked, dude. And even Elias Diaz isn't like the man. He's still good. Padres fan, appreciate that nice comment, bro. That means a lot. I appreciate you hopping in. BM Campy isn't it. I think we all know it. Sadly, I agree. Sandra, what's up, my friend? Campy can't catch or throw. What would it take for Logan O'Hoppe? A lot. Logan O'Hoppe is going to be one of the faces of the Angels. He's really good. Roberto, Campy can't hit, changed his stance. He's back with his old stance. And that, Roberto, that is the argument of give him a month or two. We need Dalton Rushing or Hunter Fiducia. No way the Dodgers ever trade them to us. And if they ever DFA them, they're going to get picked up like that. Dude, let's look one more. I hope you guys have already had dinner because you might get sick looking at these stats real quick. 15 OPS plus, dude. Guys, do you know how fucking bad that is? I cannot have this guy. Skyler, actually a decent point. If Martin Maldonado is on this roster, it shows one thing and one thing only. The Padres are taking an absolute automatic out to stop the run. Which, with some of these pitchers that we have, Yu Darvish has never been great at holding runners on. Kyle Hart seems like an interesting guy, but I don't know. Dude, 38 years old, going to be turning 39 during the season. And he has a 15 OPS plus. Marco, what's up, Papa? Good to see you. Tweagle, I would love to trade for Basallo, but there's no shot they trade. Oh, Cease. But 1 year of Cease, no shot, bro. No shot. I never liked Yasmani Grandal as a player. I just didn't like him as a pod, to be completely honest. He never really rubbed me the right way. That being said, I'd much rather have him than Martin. Torres, I keep saying it, bro, but I really want to Yasmani pass ball, Yasmani ground ball, Jackson. Man, I wish we had Higgy, bro. Bring me back, bro. Let me play some shit right now. Kyle. Higashioka. Pour one out, bro. I gotta start crushing this level. Damn, bro. Woodsy Loki had some pipes.
So good. That's absolutely phenomenal.
Dude, Woodsy kind of got some pipes there.
He's a shredder. You still got the trooper
Now,
in
what
you?
was that? I don't
That
even
was
know.
round and round by Rat. You still have the trooper?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
man,
why do we not re-sign this guy? Why? Ugh. Bro. Higgy, beloved by the fan base. Higgy was beloved by the fucking the employees at Guitar Center. He was loved by the pitchers. He raked. Ownership issues. Sandra, I know, but then also we give out some. That contract was like $5 million, bro. It wasn't bad. He was the man. He was perfect for us. He was the perfect bridge gap to Salas. The perfect. Imagine Higgy and Elias Diaz this year. And if Campy rakes, you can get rid of Elias. And if Campy doesn't rake, you could trade him for something that's valuable to the team. But you have Higgy for 2 more years. Higgy's like 34, 33, moves out. Man, dude. I'm going to play the rest of this because I love this dude.
the video I saw that blew my mind. Iron Maiden.
Pablo, before we go into it, they would have re-signed Higgy with the money that was used to pay Elias Diaz, Maldonado, and Gurriel. Bingo, dude. I love the pods. They fucked that one up.
5, if I said it.
Fuck Tanner Scott.
Come on, dude.
Listen, Tanner Scott. I mean, he was great for us, but like we weren't gonna pay him. Whatever. Higgy, we could have had back.
It's incredible. That's unbelievable. Kyle,
People shouldn't be allowed to be talented at multiple things. You tell me, like,
Pour one out real quick. Higgy, bro. You were a legend. Kyle Higashioka shredding the gnar, brother. Shredding the gnar. I'm having fun tonight, man. I'm going to get some tacos at. Let me see how late this place is open real quick. Taco is open till 10. Perfect. We got some time. Modelo in the coffee cup. I'm not going to drink that. I'm not that much of a sicko. Man, that shit pisses me off, bro. I wish we had Higgy back. Yeah, Higgy's with the Titas, baby. Go to SF Taco Shop. I like a place by my place is near my apartment is Taco, which is solid. But when I'm in San Diego, jalapenos and Carl Mountain Ranch is my go-to. I also like what is it? Taco stand solid. All right, let's look at some of the comments in this one. Snell always looks cooked for like the first like it's called TACKO. Toma. Yeah, Toma slaps too. I've been there. Trey, that's funny. Coffee pasta. Lolitas is gas. All right. What could the Padres get in a package of Bobby fastballs and Eggy Rosario? Oh, yeah. Los Hermanos is dang, too. That's right by my apartment. Probably a bag of Lay's potato chips, a pair of socks, and a prospect. All right, Nathan. If you're in here, that was good. Package Campy and Cease for Vladdy and Tijuana's own Alejandro Kirk. I mean, that Cease, the Vladdy thing, I mean, there's no way. But man, I mean, imagine I could see us if one of the if some of our prospects have a good year, I could totally see us going for Vladdy. Let's see. Mitch Garver. Oh, Mitch Garver's a good name. Back end top 100 guy. Caratini reunion. Salas is MLB ready. Disagree, but I do appreciate the comment. Add Xander. I love that. I also love Ace Wasabi. That place rocks. Man, that is the one. Do we have to fade tariffs? It's fucking funny. That's the one that got away. I'm going to call Kyle the one that got away. Higashioka, man. I miss that guy. Catcher, whatever. Starting pitching. Right now, we got to see who's going to be our fifth starter, dude. Kyle Hart. Kolick. Kolick looks kind of cracked right now, dude. Also, Stephen Kolick's voice. Ooh. What's better, Poway tacos or Bay tacos? I'm going to say Poway, but the Bay's got some good shit up here, man. SF gets a bad rep. It's fun to live here in your 20s. I want to move back to SD, though, one of these days. Let's look at some stuff right now. Go to follow on Twitter our guy, Clark, who we need to have Clark on the show, honestly. He's one of my favorite dudes to follow on Twitter. Him, Giannis, Danny, Tatis MVP season, all very smart baseball guys. Post a lot of really good content. So must follow if you're a Padres fan. He's the early favorite, he thinks. Would love to see him get a few more whiffs. I agree with that. Kolick's an interesting cat because I totally see him as a guy like, yeah, Pablo, I like that, man. Long relief with a few starts. And then you have Kyle Hart play because Kyle Hart, what's that video? Let me see if I have that. All right. Hey, also, Ash is a great follow for Twitter people. I don't know if I'll get copyright for this, but.
Yeah, what up?
This dude plays for his squad, bro. Also, it's funny, like two American guys like fighting on that. I like Kyle Hart. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Trade for Higgy at the deadline. He's like a younger, better Martin Perez. Shay comments, is it crazy to think we'll have a top 5 rotation? I mean, obviously I'm a little delusional, but I could not agree more. Could not agree more. KC says about Higgy, couldn't give him the guy $5 million, makes 0 sense. Huge veteran presence in the clubhouse. Everyone loves the guy. I mean, guys, I feel like everybody's agreeing, right? We love the Pods, but they fucked that one up. Kyle Hart, though, I want to watch him pitch a couple more games, man. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't know who's on the bump tomorrow. I would love to see Kyle Hart pitch 4 or 5 innings. I think the first game he pitched on TV was rained out after 2. Oh, nice. Skylar. This is what I like to hear. Sister-in-law is a huge KBO fan. Kyle Hart was her all-time favorite pitcher for the Vibes. Kyle the Hitman Hart, baby. I love to see that. I love to hear that too. The excellent. That's funny. Sheets got to make I think Sheets will be a DH against righties in a bench piece and play a little bit. Get some guys off their feet too. I think he should make the team. And guess what? If he struggles, he has an option left. But he's done enough in this offseason or in this spring training to make the squad, I think. That means someone's going to get cut, most likely Eggy, which fucking blows. But that's the reality. Jennifer says Darvish tomorrow. Love to see that. Hopefully you has a good, outing. Like my guy Padres Burner says, you've been selling that almond milk on Twitter like crazy. I'm like, I might have to buy some, bro. If I buy the almond milk, man, hopefully he has a good outing. Honestly, I love Profar, but we know he performs best in SD. Do you think he'll perform in Atlanta? Low blow that he blamed the front office why he didn't sign, to be honest. We're Profar guys, one of my favorite players of all time. I think the only plays well in San Diego is a little overblown, to be completely honest. I think he definitely finds San Diego as his home. He played in Colorado and had an absolutely shitty season. That being said, he also opted out of his contract, didn't get nearly as much money, then got shipped to Colorado where he knew no one and was playing in front of barely any fans. Completely different vibe for a guy like Profar. I think he's going to be successful in, I think he's going to be I think he's going to be successful in Atlanta. I think, do I think he's going to get, do I think the Padres messed up not signing him for that contract? Given the financial constraints we're at, no. Would I would have loved him to be back? Absolutely. I will root for him when he's not playing against the Pods in every single game for the rest of his life. One of my favorite players ever. I don't think that was that. I don't think too. Everyone's like, oh, he can only play in SD. I just don't think that's true. And I'm excited for him to show that he can ball. All right, chat. My Cal Poly Mustangs are about to play in the biggest game they've played in since 2013. I'm going to get some tacos. We've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Every single one of you that's watched tonight, we appreciate you. We have so much fun doing this. It's the highlight of my day. And, it's awesome. We're 2 weeks away from Padres baseball. We're going to have a ton of content coming out. It's going to be a fantastic year for the Pods, for the DSG, for everybody watching. Good night. Join the Discord if you want to talk ball. And I hope everybody has a fantastic night. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you.